Good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening, or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share, and play.
Hello, it's Junk Journal January time, which is hosted by Meg's Journals, and here are all the prompts. Now, the first prompt is cover, and as I'm already behind, I thought I'd show you how I constructed the actual cover for my Junk Journal January book. And I actually ended up rebinding this, which you'll see at the end, but I'm mainly just showing you the cover today. So on the inside, I wanted to simply do a collage of different texts and book pages, and the paper that I'm sticking it to, it's just some nice stiff, I think it's 300 GSM, which is watercolour paper. So I thought that would be, it was a perfect size for a journal, and I just went with that. So here you are, sticking them all down, and all I'm using is PVA glue. I'm not using anything fancy. I'm not even using my gel mix, or am I using I will be either using my gel medium or my PVA glue, but I think for these I actually used PVA glue. So there you are, the second one, and I'll speed it up a little bit so that you can, see where I got to in the end. And then what I decided that I would then do is just scuff over some gesso. So I'm just using my palette knife, just roughly, no rhyme or reason, bit of palette knife, probably smudge bits and pieces with my finger as well. And I just like the effect. It gives the paper a bit more stiffness, and it just gives it a bit more interest. So I know it seems kind of funny because you go to all that effort of putting on the pages and then you kind of cover them up, but I love the multi-level effect that you get. And what I'm using here is just a baby wipe to spread it out a little bit more thinly and give it a bit more of a smudgy kind of feeling. Now look, I'll definitely be participating in Junk Journal January. I'm not sure if I'll manage to get them all up each day individually. I may just do a little group of them at the end of the week. I may show you the book at the end. I may do one every day. It really depends upon how things go. Our January is a little bit hectic, so after December, I'm not sure I'll manage to back up with another one. But I will make sure that I share what I do, because I think it sometimes helps when you watch other people do their prompts and so forth as well. And, this was really a cheat because I wanted to make a cover. So I used the cover prompt as my physical cover to save me, one day. So there you are. I'm just trimming around the edges, and I find it's always easier to do it this way so that you can see the edges against the paper. So I've done that on each of them. And now it's time for me to do my outside covers. So I played about a bit and I got some calico, and I love this. It's like a blue sari silk kind of long roll that I've got. So it's like a big long ribbon. So I thought that would be really nice on the edge. And all I'm doing here is just kind of getting my placement and seeing what they'll look like. Now, what I'm playing with here, the pages that I'm using inside, this is the edges of those. I actually tore them all down slightly so that they would sit within the covers because they were the same size papers. So all I did to make my papers was I just, did lots of, smudging and stuff with ink. So just my distress inks. So I'm playing about, and I would like this as my cover. And I can't decide the order that I'll have them in. I keep swapping it out, keep playing and putting things in and taking them away and putting them back again. And once I'm happy, I actually took them across to the sewing machine as is, and then I have sewn all around them. So I've just held onto them like so. I'm making sure that they're the right way up, taking that across to my sewing machine, and I've just sewn them on. So I haven't even added glue. I've just done big swirly stitches on my sewing machine, and I also sewed the back cover on as well, and I left the edge of that calico on the back as a bit of a pocket. So here are my pages on the inside, and initially when I bound them, I did a Japanese stab binding, and I very carefully measured it up, and I, sewed them all together. But when I actually did it, I love the look of it on the outside. There it is. That's what it looks like. But I didn't like how much I lost of each of the pages to work on. And by the time I got to the back, I found it too hard to open into the back pages. You can't see it that much, but really I felt I lost too much. So in the end, I did it this way, and I did tab bindings, which is what I was thinking of originally, went away from it, and decided that I'd go back to do that. And thank you, Lee Creates. Lee, you inspired me when you did yours as a tab binding. I did mine just as a 3, so it was super quick. And I thought, yep, I'm going to change it. I don't mind that there are holes in the pages. That's what junk journals are all about, is, playing about, changing your mind. And I just used calico strips that I had, so they were all the same height, and they just happened to work out to cover the whole cover. So, yeah, I'm really thrilled with how this turned out. I will really enjoy working in this, I believe. So that's my little edge. I kind of love how it moves about a bit. It is stable. There's my pocket in the back. It's stable and it works beautifully. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to play with. Anyway, take care, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'd love it if you could leave me a comment below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy.